And welcome back to Adelante, Chicago. Thousands of volunteers will gather at Daly Plaza coming up in about a week. They will then go out and help clean up schools and neighborhoods, do all sorts of volunteer stuff. It's meant to be one of the largest days of service here in Chicago. And joining us now, tell us a little bit more about it, is Janae Myers with Chicago Cares. Thank you for coming in.
Absolutely.
This is so exciting.
Thank you. So happy to be here. We are thrilled to just try to encourage more people to get involved in Servathon. I feel like this is an event that should be a rite of passage for Chicagoans, but more people need to know about it, so we're hoping more folks can sign up.
Okay, and so the deadline has been extended to Monday.
Yes.
And talk about what people will be doing if they decide to set up a team and bring a bunch of people out there. So what kinds of volunteer things are we talking about?
Yes, so this year we have a really unique partnership with Generation All. And Generation All is an organization that is meant to strengthen and unify the Chicago public neighborhood high schools. So as we all know, in a system of like CPS, in a system of choice, neighborhood schools are often overlooked. So Chicago Cares is partnering with Generation All, and we're going to 15 different neighborhood high schools all across the city, including Steinmetz and Kelly and Little Village. So we're going to all these amazing high schools where we can really lift up the stories of those neighborhoods, those students, the families, and get volunteers doing work to beautify the schools so that they're a great environment.
We get to a school and there will be busloads of volunteers getting to each one of these 15 different schools. And so are we talking about painting, just cleaning up?
A little bit of everything. And a lot of these high schools, as you know, with the CPS budget cuts, the facility stuff is often left behind. So a ton of painting, a ton of murals, like we have a muralist at Calvin Park, so that's going to be amazing. And then outdoor work as well. So, you know, doing landscaping the grounds, building planter benches, doing some planting, mulching, etc., that kind of stuff. So a huge variety of tasks, but a lot of beautification, kind of hands-on work.
Okay, and a lot of people would say, listen, I've never done this kind of stuff before. Maybe some people have never painted, never planted anything. So is the idea to have specific folks available to people to teach them how to do some of these things and tell them, keep the order, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We make it really easy for everyone, and we have volunteer leaders that we have trained up who will help assist in those tasks and get people doing the things that they need to do, because I'm one of those people who should not be let near a hammer without any kind of supervision, right? But yes, so we have folks there to help everybody, so it's easy for anyone to really get involved.
Okay, and so this year you focused on schools, but you've done other things in the past.
Yes, senior centers, places that have domestic violence shelters, so a little bit of everything, park districts, so a little bit of everything, and that's what Chicago Cares also does year-round. But Servathon is just that one day for us all to kind of come together, Chicagoans, to know that we can do more good if we all just kind of raise our hand and give back.
Yeah, and so one of the quotes that I always use, that I use it every time I go out and talk to kids, is, and I think it was MLK who said this, volunteering and service is the rent you pay for the space you occupy on Earth.
That's right.
And so that's one of the things that Chicago Cares is really trying to promote, that it's kind of our way to give back, right?
It is, and especially in a city like ours where you see so much divisiveness, and you see, well, it's an amazing city of neighborhoods. It also is an incredibly segregated city. So you can look at service as a way to not only just do a little bit for your neighbor, but also to be in service with each other, break down barriers, get to know people face to face that you've never would see before, whether that's race, socioeconomic, whatever kind of difference. You'll find out that you all have a lot more in common than is really different, but service is an easy way to do that. That doesn't feel so like, wow, this is a big endeavor to take on. It's, no, I'm going to go out and help my neighbor a little bit, and in the meantime, I'm going to hopefully build some empathy and understanding about a community and people, so we can do better by ourselves here in the city.
Okay. Before we tell people how to sign up and what they need to be doing, talk about Chicago Cares, how it started, and you kind of touched on this a little bit, that you guys do this year round, but give us sort of a little bit more of a 30-second pitch on it.
Sure. So Servathon this year is 25 years, but we've been around for 27 total, and it was founded by Leslie Bloom and Mary Purhall, who just said volunteering should be easier than this. So we work with over 300 plus agencies and organizations all across the city to make volunteering easier for them. So we help plan and curate projects, whether it's for an individual Joe, Jane, Chicagoan, and we have a calendar that people can easily sign up for activities all throughout the year. We also cater to corporations and do a lot of corporate mobilization for their employees, where we can really customize those projects. Yesterday we had almost 650 people out for Discover. So
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Okay.
so we can do very, very large groups and customize smaller groups as well.
Okay, so the event is coming up, the Serve-a-thon, the day of service is June 23rd, so it's a Saturday, if I remember.
right.
WGN has a team.
Yes.
I will be there, Joe Donlin will be there, our new 9 p.m. anchor, and a number of other folks here at WGN. A group of kids from Amundsen High School
Yes.
are coming with us as well, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun. How can people sign up, and can they still sign up?
Yes, they can still sign up. Again, registration is now going to close
Monday. Okay.
and sign up at event.chicagocares.org. So that's the special site for Serve-a-thon, event.chicagocares.org, and you can sign up there. And then chicagocares.org
Starts bright and early, right?
Starts bright and early. Like registration starts at 8 a.m.
Okay.
8 a.m.
So
and
kind
at
of think
Daily
of it as
Plaza.
like running a 5K,
Yes,
except
but for
you're-
service,
It's
yes.
service. You're going to be
Yes,
working
yes.
hard all
That's
day
right.
long.
That's
Okay.
right.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Janae.
Oh my gosh, thank
and
you,
I
Lourdes.
can't
We
wait to see you
appreciate
guys
it.
on
Yes,
Saturday.
thank you,
That'll
thank
be
you.
fun. All right, next here on Adelante Chicago, the story behind the tribe in Colombia that's got some ladies making some handbags that have become really, really popular here in the U.S. We tell you about that tribe, and we talk to some of the leaders of Susu Accessories when we come back.